Okay, in lesson 8, we learn about sprite properties, specifically how to scale the sprites to different sizes. And also we learn how to rotate them so we know how to orient them and choose the directions that the images or sprites are facing. So we're going to start by practicing the scale property, which is how to resize the images. Essentially, we're given a picture on the right side. We need to make it look similar to this picture. It's not going to look exact, but we need to make our code look like this picture. So to do that, we use this hint they gave us. A scale of 1 is the normal size, which is what it's at now. If we have a scale of 2, that means 2 times the size. And if we have a scale of 5/10 or 0.5 or 1/2, that's going to be half as big. So essentially, we're going to try to resize all of them. I'm actually going to start by biggest to smallest. It'll be easier if we do it that way, or in my opinion. So we're going to try and make the animals look as it should and make sure the fish fits in the pond. So for the elephant, it looks like the elephant is at a scale of 1. I'm going to make it just a little smaller. Remember, if we have a scale of 0.5 or 5/10, that's half. Let's start with that. And it looks a little too small for me, so I'm going to maybe change it to 75% or 75 hundredths or 0.75. And I think that looks good to me. The cow I'm going to now resize. And let's actually make that about half. Okay, so again, to me the cow looks good, so I'm going to leave the cow. The fish, let's try 1/2 as well, so 0.5, just to make sure it fits in the pond. And that looks good. And then the fly, we did half for the other stuff. Let's try half again. And to me, the fly looks good. So we're just so this is how we change the size of images by using the scale property. We're going to take a look next at the rotation properties. Okay, so here in the rotation properties, we notice that we're asked to rotate the cars so that they're facing the correct ways. Let's take a look at the first car, for instance. The first car, we have the green car is facing upwards, so we notice that the headlights are facing up. So just like the image here, we're going to leave the green car alone. However, let's take a look at the red car. The red car in the image, it's facing this way. The headlights are facing this way, so we have to rotate it 90 degrees this way. Okay, so to do that, we're going to take a look at the car left, which is this car, the car on the left. We're going to use the rotation tool, and since we're rotating car left, I'm going to type in car left here, and it's rotating 90 degrees. So once I hit run again, we notice that the cars are running that way. Okay, so let's take a look now at the blue car, the bottom car right here. What we're going to do is, if we take a look at this car, it's facing downwards. Okay, the headlights are facing downwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to rotate it the whole way here so that it's facing downwards. That means that if we kind of think of the angles, this is 90 degrees. This is another 90 degrees, which makes it 180 degrees total. So we're going to be rotating 180 degrees. So we're going to take a look now at, again, the blue car down here. I'm going to add the rotation tool. We're going to label car bottom, and that's going to rotate 180 degrees. All right, and finally, the last one, use a different color, might make it more clear. The last car we have right here, it's kind of facing upwards a bit, diagonally, I mean. So if we think of the angles, right, we know a perpendicular angle is 90 degrees. It looks like it's only facing half of that. So what's half of 90 degrees? Okay, so 90 divided by 2, 45 degrees. So I'm going to try rotating this yellow car 45 degrees to see if that works. So we're going to, again, use the rotation tool. I'm going to drop it down here. We're going to talk about the car to the right. And we're going to try 45 degrees. We're going to run it, and it looks like it works. So let me get rid of all this. So the green car looks like it's lined up. It's facing to the top. The red car is facing to the right. The blue car facing downwards. And then the yellow car sort of diagonally up to the right.